You know, oh, I was just thinking about something. I'm gonna be trying to be a little bit more, like, counterproductive and less reactive and be more proactive in this video. Because this season's been a traumatic year. And, I know this video is a bit long and it's an hour and 25 minutes long, but me and the Pittsburgh Pirates go back a long way. And it goes all the way back to 2008, when the Pittsburgh Pirates were the worst franchise in MLB history. And when you look at the Pirates now, they are the worst team in MLB history. And I just want to point out some big facts to show you what the fuck is going on with this team. And I know this season review has come out really, really early, but this season's over. I mean, you can't expect out of 6 or 15 more games of the season, 15 games left, and I'm making this season in review hate year video or big thing, But I have to, because this team, and I'm gonna be loud in this, so if you're wearing headphones, I'm turning down my volume as soon as I'm done recording this. I'm gonna turn it down because it's gonna be fucking loud in this video. So, earbud warning or headphone disclaimer if you haven't watched after this point, watching Rodolfo Castro, drop the ball out of his, drop the phone out, watch his phone drop out of his pocket. Turn your headphones down after that. It's going to be loud. And I'm going to turn it up. You better turn your headphones, sound check, playback down. Warning, last call at the 7:35 minute mark. I'm going to do a little intro after I'm done with the disclaimer. Last call, okay, that's it. Alright. So I have to get something out of the way before I start this off. This is the intro right here. And this is, I was going to do part videos, but I thought doing an Angry Joe, like new version Angry Rant season review video would be good for this, because, if you're doing a video based on parts, it would just get repetitive in one series only. So I have to say this: the Pirates season has been fucking disastrous right now, and I'm tired of all these Derek Shelton apologists saying, "Well, don't worry, he doesn't have anything to work with. He doesn't have any talent to work with." He has talent to work with. He fucked up Hoy Park's career. Hoy Jun Park, the guy we got from the fucking Yankees. And Diego Castillo. He hasn't fucking played since All-Star break. Jack Sawinski, I know they called him back up, but what the fuck has that done for us? Especially getting our ass kicked against the Yankees last night, which prompted me to make this fucking video. So, headlight in the flashers, warning, I know. Yeah, I gotta show you something real quick. You see all this? This is getting shipped in my closet tomorrow morning. I'm not gonna burn it, but these are all Pirates Me guides from 2020 to all the way back. I had 2022 to 21 in my living room. I didn't want to bring it in because it's been a fucking embarrassment. So do not, I repeat, do not fucking tell me, straight up, this has been a great season. It hasn't. I mean, looking at earlier in the season, I actually thought it was going to be a decent year. I knew it was going to be a losing season, but I thought, like Steel Maine did. What is going to happen? What are the Pirates going to do to piss me off this year? Now I know why. Now I know what they're going to do. Just took a little fucking too long to do. And this is one thing out of the way of the extraordinaries of extremist things that I have to fucking believe in. I wore a Yankees jersey this morning. As you can see, I got a bunch of jerseys in the back. You see that? Can you see all that? I saw the Jolly Roger peeking the lenses right there. You guys aren't that at the moment. Look. See that Jolly Roger right there? I wish I could zoom into that. Right there. You're not that at the moment. You're not that. Right now, you're a bunch of pussies. They can't fucking stop pandering to the idea. And look at that to get this out of the way. Derek Shelton didn't want to fucking win that game yesterday. He didn't want to beat the Yankees. There's proof in the fucking pudding that he didn't want to beat the Yankees. He was sitting there with his fucking iPad laptop, waiting for Will Crowe to blow the game. I knew he was going to blow the game, but I was having false hope that I'm like, okay, get us out of this fucking false touch reality. Nope. Solo shot, 60th home run for Aaron Judge, and a grand slam by Giancarlo Stanton. We went from winning the game to losing the game. Do you think that's a bit ridiculous to think about? I mean, I know this season was bad, but in a nutshell, holy shit! This is an abomination of Campbell's ass court to watch. This has been a terrible year. Terrible. Garbage. Hot trash shit out of the fucking ass. You will not survive 50 seconds making this video. You will not survive with your dreams watching this video if you're a Pirate fan. This team blew it. They were meant to fail with Bob Nutting as owner. And I'm going to talk about that more later in the... But let me talk to you about a quick ad before I shut this off. Do you like calamari squid roe? I'm the worker. I'm going to recommend you to come there. So buy season tickets to the Seawolves games and I will bet you $1 million that this team will win. Shit, a little late.
Astro slides into third. His phone comes out of his pocket. Now that's a first. And there's Adam Hammer. Dude, your phone is down there. Hey, right there.
Pathetic. Garbage.
5-0, 1 out, 8th inning. Pirates trail it. Bases loaded. This is their shot to get back in it. It's Brian Reynolds, 1 career grand slam, hit it last year. Strike 1, Reynolds.
Right there.
And he just got tossed. Reynolds just got tossed. Ryan Reynolds is ejected by home plate umpire Roberto Ortiz.
Yeah, certainly with some frustration, the carryover from the last at bat. To where, and Ortiz tried to warn him, and it was already out of his mouth before he could warn him. And a backdoor slider. I mean, that's a perfect pitch.
What I noticed in the last at bat after being called out on strikes, there's not too much of a reaction here, but what probably happens is the teams have access to looking at video, so this at bat, you come out and this called third strike outside corner again, and you reference the last at bat without regard to what actually happened in this at bat. That's where the teams see it one way and the the computer sees it a different way. MLB would grade both pitches as correct calls.
By home plate umpire Roberto Ortiz.
Hot garbage, Bob Nutting. Is this a joke? Is this a joke? You're like the 10th fucking richest owner in baseball. And this is the product on the field you give us. Oh, surprisingly, I thought that Trevor Williams, or whatever his name, Travis Williams, asked for some extra time. Because I know for a goddamn fact that Travis Williams would not send something down this goddamn fucking arrogant and shitty on the field. So with all these years of hype and build-up, I think it's fair to say that this is the worst Pirates season of all time. Call-ups are making things worse. Like, everything is worse. Even you can't even make it like, you can't even fix, like, players at this point. Hot garbage. Do not buy tickets to PNC Park for a Pirate game. They suck. Every fucking time, it's either, we got two new goats on the field. Brian Reynolds and fucking O'Neal Cruz. The greatest players of all time in Pittsburgh. Look here. Ignore what's in the actual fucking game and the product on the field. Unbelievable. Stupid shit. Like, you can't even fucking make this shit up. Like, hello? Are you stupid? Patrick, are you stupid? Yeah, DeMio, I'm talking to you. Are you stupid? Bob Nutting, are you stupid? Travis Williams, are you stupid? Ben Charrington, are you stupid? Derek Shelton, you suck ass. You dirty pig! What's it gonna take to turn this team around? I don't know, watch the footage for yourself and you'll see. Now, getting on to the actual video. What the fuck happened to my Buccos? Well, I'm gonna tell you straight from the get-go the thing that pissed us all off. Number one, hunt the lies. I know I'm copying the Axeman, but it kind of fits the Pirates because, I'm sorry, not the Pirates, Pirates ownership. Because they are a bunch of liars. They really do. They love to swindle everything that's underbaked, half-baked, completely raw, medium rare, absolutely fucking rare, that you do not want to put your... I don't even know a person that wants to eat a rare steak. Do you? With blood on it? If you're a fucking vampire? Or blood suck? Ugh, it just grosses me out just by talking about it. But, the Pirates don't deserve, to talk good about. Let's pull up some stats here. So we went from scoring 77 runs, meaning home runs, to start the first half of the season, to 49 home runs. You went from 77 wins to 49 home runs. To proof in the pudding that the Pirates do not give a fuck about winning. And they are going to kill you. They're going to make me drink myself to death watching how this team functions in 2023. This is a written script. Now here's what I'm going to get to this, when I remember talking about Bob Nutting. So, remember the season where they just don't like seeing pitches go off the rails when they score home runs? Or that shit? Well, here's the thing. I'm sorry, I'm going to rephrase that. Capital T, capital D, don't, capital C, care, scramble! So you realize this team has fucked up, right? Now, as a nutshell of a Pirate fan, I'm fucking pissed off about this. I wore my Aaron Judge jersey. Yes, they fucking you can tell in the background. Come on, you don't fucking see that. Don't you fucking see that 99? You may not see it very well, but when you look up close, you see the fucking pinstripes! Man! Now, there was another game we lost. Will Crow, Bunting. There was a whole last season where we had Will Crow immediately just becoming a draft bust. Then you got your top all extraordinaire offense and defense extraordinaire, all out extraordinaire, Key Brian Hayes. He went from playing the first game and being the beast in the opening day to getting killed in the second game to get sent the full from the 92 games. Does this fucking owner care? Does he? I know they don't give a I know they don't try to like throw games, but last night against the Yankees proves that they fucking blew it. That they didn't give a shit. They weren't trying to mellow it out with strikeouts to walk bad men, meaning they didn't try to like intentionally walk or intentionally hit. I'm sorry, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Intentionally throw with base hits and throw the game away against good batters. They weren't trying to do that. They were phoning it in. I know I'm not even a big Yankees fan, but my God, what the fuck was I thinking attempting to root for that team and play them on my MLB 2K8 game with Jose Reyes on the cover? And he was with the Mets at the time. I mean, you know, this team just blew it. I mean, they're sucking everything out of me. I don't know. I don't care if it's O'Neal Cruz that's doing good. I don't care if they're blowing O'Neal Cruz or sucking the life out of him or just destroying Key Brian Hayes, wasting the career of the future 2.0 Bryce Harper, aka Brian Reynolds, and fucking destroying Colin Holderman. And when speaking of destroying a qualified, valued bullpen arm, what the fuck happened to David Bednar? The dude was a lightning rod at the beginning of the season, was our core value piece, sweeping the Dodgers in LA. What the fuck happened? He gets a Tommy John surgery. He's out for the rest of the fucking season. I hate it. Once you get a little hope out of them, you're crushed by a body hammer. A fucking body hammer. And if you don't know what those are, oh my God, he spit on the camera. If you don't know what those are, you ever play Halo Infinite when you take this giant fucking hammer and you bang a guy with a fucking ammo on it? I didn't even know those hammers had ammo. I thought you just take ammo off and you just bang them repeatedly. But that, no kidding, off subject. But anyway, that hammer, using that, it's like pirates use that as their choice of weapon. It just smashed their whole fan base and just pissed them off. I'm pissed off. I bet John, my friend at work, is pissed off. My dad ain't happy at this team. No one is fucking happy except Seawolves fans. I can still hear outside. They're cranking it like a motherfucker. They're high! And you're probably asking, who are the Seawolves? Well, if you're from Erie on YouTube, and you view YouTube in Erie, you probably know what I'm talking about. We are the Eastern League minor league affiliate of the Detroit Tigers. The Erie Seawolves. We are back in the playoffs, baby, for the first time since 2013. It is something to cheer about. It's Seawolves mania. I got a shit ton of jerseys of theirs in my closet. I'm still looking for their vintage ones, but it's hard to find. and they're probably going to cost a fortune. I know I'm getting pissed off and repetitive. But believe it or not, you can't really get mad at me for disliking this team. But I'm gonna stop being repetitive and be honest here. I think I'm gonna go straight full blown Alex Jones as a Pirate fan. I'm gonna mix it up. A little Ben Shapiro and Paul Joseph Watson, Milo Yiannopoulos, and let tiny bits of Hunter Avalon, and just analyze this fucked up team. Like, this team should have stayed fucking dead in 1995. And I have their team media guide, see? See? I have it. I have 96. After that one, I have all of them. I have all of the mid, late 90s to 2000s to the fucking stinky era. And if you don't know what I'm talking about and saying, what? We didn't go through all the stinky eras. Yeah, we did. We were just not crappy in 2013 to 15. If you know what I'm talking about, we were winning those years. They were fluke seasons. We should have won with Andrew McCutcheon those years and Garrett Cole. We should have fucked the Cardinals with a iron rod pipe. But no. You gotta dodge the bullet on that one, hadn't you? How are we gonna beat the Cardinals now, heading to the finale series in St. Louis Busch Stadium? How the fuck are we gonna beat them? There's no urgency. They don't fucking, and I'm gonna add a fucking with a capital F, care. They don't fucking care about their fan base. And it pisses me off. They see we hate the fucking Rays and the Dallas Stars and the Cowboys and the fucking Penguins. I love the Penguins, by the way. I'm an all Pittsburgh fan. They see we hate the fucking Flyers and the Capitals and the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers, Yankees, Mets. I hate all those teams. And the Dolphins and the Patriots and the Ravens. Like, but here's the thing. Those teams actually fucking win. Including the Cardinals. Cardinals are better than all 30 of those teams. And we somehow get fucked with an iron rod and a steel pipe. Actually, no, we didn't get fucked. We get murdered. Because our team fucking owner didn't give a shit about winning. Because Daddy was a proper scientist of analytics. I'm sorry, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Analytics. Kevin McClatchy and Dave Littlefield. And he is the worst general manager in the fucking league. Get him out of here. Him and Neil Huntington. Does he have a job in Cleveland? Yes, he does. Yes, he fucking does. But thank God not with us. I would hang myself if we brought him back with us. And I know, I'm sorry that's sensitive to a lot of you viewers. I got a ton of young viewers that don't want to hear suicidal jokes. Or talk about suicide at all. No. Because I had a cousin that committed suicide and killed herself. Which isn't funny for viewers. That's a serious topic, and that needs to be fixed nowadays. People need to focus on preventing people from killing themselves. Which is what the Pirates are doing. They are killing themselves. They're not focusing on the actual product on the field. They're they're regurgitating the same product, only different players, different faces. They go from 61 wins to 51 wins. Way to go, Buccos! You solved the Axl Rose problem. Your sweet child o' mine ain't child o' mine. It's Mr. Brownstone. And if you don't know what that means, your owner is smoking crack cocaine. Who is on crack? on crack! Fucking cocaine! Cocaine or whatever. Cocoa. This team doesn't care. I watched last night when Clay Holmes threw a perfect inning against his former team for the first time in a while. I watched as Garrett Cole talked loudly. I can't wait to beat the crap out of this team the next day. Well, thank you, Garrett Cole. So nice that you could actually talk shit about our team and not give a crap about our successes with us. Garrett Cole! Garrett! It's not like you sealed the bitch. It's not like you actually talk shit and say, why don't you say that after you fucking beat us? Now here's part 2 of my next part of the video. The hate week of the Yankees. And then we'll get to the season in review in the final 4th segment. Buckle up. It's gonna be all right.
To get calls right, but in this case, there's no precedent for this. They are calling a balk! Are you kidding me? Never happened before. Never.
Pathetic! Garbage!
That one grounded through the whole left side base hit. Well done, he had Hap Suzuki in to score, and it is 1-0.
Good action on that pitch from Thompson. Looked like a changeup. Hap stays right on it.
Seiya on the ground, softly hit it, finds a hole. He punches it through the right side. It scores Horner. Ortega to third. Seiya delivers. It's 2-0.
And just like that, he's swinging at everything, Boog. One bingo after another here.
That's hit hard on a ground base hit past the lunging Tucker. Here comes Contreras. And he delivers with the big knock in the big spot.
Contreras able to bang that breaking ball through the drawn-in infield.
Ortega, then Suzuki, and Wilson hitting it hard past Cole Tucker. That one up the middle. Oh my goodness. And that's going to score 2. Contreras in, Pat behind him, and it's 6-0. It has come undone for the Pirates and Derek Shelton.
Yeah, the reputation for Newman is off the charts. Good. 2 years ago, he did struggle defensively. I think it was more with throws than the glove work, and that took a nasty hop on him. That did take a really bad bounce. Everything breaking the Cubs' way here this afternoon.
So they're at the corners now. 10th guy to hit. That one drilled right field. On its way out of here. And the Cubs unloading here in the second. Alfonso Rivas touch them all.
Welcome back, Alfonso. Hey, let's look again. This home run replay is brought to you by Toyota, official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs. He leaned back on that one, didn't he? Reputation is line drive hitter, uses the whole field, not really a slugger.
He's one of those guys David Ross talks about. He gives you a calm at bat. That one the other way, fair ball inside third, and here comes BR in to score. Hayward's going to stop at third and have a day. Alfonso Rivas.
He just fights this pitch off. It's moving in on his hands. Works really hard to get the barrel of that one. This is kind of the reputation of Rivas. The bat the ball skills, hit it all over the field. Don't swing and miss a whole bunch. A lot of times that's the career path of a young hitter. That's who you are, and then the power comes a little bit later on.
Not diving for every ball, trying to make every play. So My whole thing with Nico is health. If he's healthy, he'll be just fine.
Yeah, got to stay on the field, no question. The Cubs are a much better team. He was on the IL 3 times last year. The forearm, the oblique, the hamstring. Base hit, right field, head towards the corner. Here comes Suzuki around third. He's in to score. Contreras with his third hit. It's an RBI double, and the Cubs lead it by a dozen.
6 out of 8 combined. Backup breaking ball right into the nitro zone for Contreras, and he rockets this line drive to right. Now with 12 hits in this ball game.
Pirates only have one. Is that wind-blown double by Vogelback, and that one fair down the line. Happ around first, Ian into second. He's got a double, and the Cubs lead it 13-0.
Not a horrible pitch. The ball not really pounded by Ian. Kind of right off the end of the bat, but a positive result. Nothing but good news for the Cubs here this afternoon.
Line drive, base hit right field. Villar to hang on, make sure he didn't get hit by it. Castillo digging it out, happened to score. Villar stops at third. It's an RBI double. That was a bullet off the bat of Jason Hayward.
That is the 5th hit, 4th two-base hit in the inning. I believe first extra base hit of the season for Jay Hay, and crunches that one.
Schwindel getting a day off. That one ripped out towards right center, and that'll fall for a hit. That's going to knock in one as Hayward will stop. A 3-hit day, 5 runs batted in for Alfonso Rivas.
Yeah, this one down off the end of the bat a little bit too, but it finds a safe haven out there in right center. Jay Hay had to hold up just a little bit to read it to make sure it wasn't going to be caught. And then Willie Harris is not going to push things in this lopsided game, so he throws up the stop sign.
That is ripped left center. Hayward in to score. How about Nico Horner? Back-to-back 3-hit games. It's 16-0.
One aggressive swing after another. Nico wastes no time greeting the left-hander Fletcher. Kind of a 90-mile-an-hour hit-me fastball.
And that one off the glove of Newman trickles out into left center. And that should be number 4 for Nico. A bullet at 103.5 miles an hour. Hayward in to score, and it's 17-0. Oh, we're getting close. And that's through left field. And a base hit there for Wisdom, so Patrick is on the board. They haven't scored this many since 2008.
Pirates have managed just 2 hits.
Fair ball inside the base and then off the sidewall. In to score Contreras. Happ on his heels. Over to third is Wisdom. It's 20-0.
And the 23rd for the Cubs here this afternoon. Baseball's a wacky game that way.
On the ground, Tucker to second for 1, return to first. And out at first as another run comes in, and it is 21-0.
Foul tip. The strikeout. Vogelback said it hit the dirt. He's convinced it hit the dirt. Not reviewable. 8 strikeouts, 1 down in the 7th inning.
98, and you can't typically hear these. Oh yeah, you can actually see that. You can hear the foul tip. That time you could actually. Yeah. I was hopeful that it hit the dirt, but clearly did not.
Now Tsutsugo. Here to shallow left center field. Long run and a little bit of a trip, but the catch is made by Almora.
Same time, you don't hear one another. Up. Put a pretty good swing on a pitch.
Struck him out looking. 9 strikeouts. He's no-hitting the Pirates in his 7th major league start. It's still 0-0. Van Meter was called out on strikes. I was asking Alfonso Marquez about that pitch. You can obviously see he didn't believe he had struck out.
I'm not sure if Josh thought that was down or out or both, but
eventually Derek Shelton will shoot out of here, and Shelton has been ejected. Not sure what set him off. Oh, maybe this was it. Oh, okay, that's what it was. He started barking back at Van Meter, did Marquez, and Shelton came out to defend his player, and then he gets ejected.
He didn't want him barking at his player, and so my guess is at some point in time as Derek was walking away from home plate, and maybe questioned some calls or fairness. Maybe we want the same calls as they're getting, and yeah, there's that written rule. You're not allowed to argue balls and strikes, and my guess would be that maybe Shelty did.
It's pretty simple. Pittsburgh is starting to question the umpire's calls, which are correct here. The foul tip earlier, the strike 3 over the outer half. And again, it's like rocking a pinball machine. Shelton goes too far and gets a tilt. No hitter at that point in the game will do that to you. And then this, of course, demonstrates that just because someone's walking away doesn't mean they say something that is not violative and ejection worthy.
Derek Shelton ejected. Daniel Vogelback and Josh Van Meter were not happy with balls and strikes calls in their respective strikeouts. And Shelton, with his team getting no-no'd, was vehemently emotional.
Well, I think that's as much of trying to get his guys back in it as Chris Stratton takes the hill.
Well, with the dangerous O'Neill Cruz coming up and a man in scoring position, they wanted a left-on-left matchup. He's pitched this year. National League. Did he offer? There's only 3 umpires tonight. And so Chris Conroy is at second base, and he said that Cruz went. He's standing behind the mound on the appeal, and Conroy said he went. And Derek Shelton saying, wait, this guy's not even up the line. How can you call a guy out? And the umpire's saying, get back to the dugout or we're going to toss you out of this game. Ron Kolpa came running from first base.
The rare times that you see a major league game with just 3 umpires.
The first question is, how do you have 3 umpires in a major league game? The answer is last minute scratch due to injury, illness. The COVID protocols have put people out at the last second sometimes. Carlos Torres was initially scheduled to be in this game, you can see on the Orioles dugout, and removed at the last minute. So you have 3. The proper mechanic here is for that third base umpire to be inside in C position. That's where Conroy is standing. And that's because you need to have second base covered in case of a pickoff, because there's a runner there, a play there. You want to maximize your opportunities. You're also going to have that runner going into third base on a stolen base like this. And you still have that angle working inside to see that. Of course, you're going to give up the check swing line you do need to call it from second base because check swings can still be appealed as it was here. And yes, the third base umpire will call that for a lefty, whether or not the third base umpire is actually on the foul line at the time.
Conroy is at second base, and he said that Cruz went.
Maybe this is major league experience from Shelton talking, but this happens in the minors when crews are 3 or even 2 people. Sometimes you have to appeal to someone who's not in the angle that you'd have in a major league game. That's just how it works.
To get to Mateo.
An umpire can't work because they're sick or they're injured. The crew has to worry about that and also going to 3-person rotation.
Now backhand gets the force at the plate. Who was doubled tonight but struck out looking twice. And Derek Shelton's been ejected by Edwin Moscoso. He has been hot all night after a check swing that was appealed on Oneil Cruz at second base with the 3 umpires tonight. And Ron Culpa, the crew chief, came sprinting from first base. Yeah, he's pointing at second base. Took the bat out of my guy's hands.
Yeah, and once again, yeah, he's upset because we talked about it earlier. When you don't have that 4th umpire, you don't usually have that called against you. Oneil Cruz was called on a check swing on a very borderline call. I mean, it went against the Pirates, and then earlier in this inning, with Vavra up there on a 1-0 or 2-0 pitch, he checked his swing, and they didn't even give him the appeal, so he was barking a little bit. So I mean, ever since that Oneil Cruz at bat, I mean, he was upset about it. And then there was a couple of times where he thought that he should get the benefit of the same call.
And now the next pitch skied into the Baltimore night. Cruz didn't call for it right away, and then he recovers to get the former All-Star closer.
Guess what, everyone? The first thing you'll notice here is the electronic strike zone box. The on-screen graphic is missing. It doesn't work, so everyone is flying blind. Except us, of course, because we never use the graphics in the first place. We use the raw numbers, and those are still working just fine.
That pitch is taken.
Caught out on strikes, and that's about as mad as you ever see Brian Reynolds. Furious.
That's, again, we talk about this a lot. Hitters have to bear down. Hitters, you're in a big situation here. Second, third, no out. You have a chance with a ground ball and a fly ball to tie things up.
Shelton's been ejected.
He should. This is terrible. You got to bear down as an umpire here.
Derek Shelton has been ejected by plate umpire Roberto Ortiz.
Derek Shelton used his best hitter in the biggest part of the game. Probably the only time he wanted to use him was in a situation where it can change the course of the game. And so he goes up there and puts together a real good at bat after falling behind, and he draws a walk.
That's clearly a way.
And so your umpire, as an umpire, you have to bear down just like the players are bearing down, and it's inexcusable. There hasn't been a call like that all day, by the way, where he's rung somebody up on a pitch that bad.
An 8-pitch at bat, called a strike.
And you could see Derek Shelton saying it's down. I mean,
and it was off the plate.
Well,
too.
again, but as far as down, I mean, from the side you can't see in and out.
Yeah.
Okay, and so umpires aren't going to let you umpires aren't going to let you argue. You're not supposed to argue balls and strikes. So that's the only thing as a manager you can get away with, is to say it's down or it's up, because you can tell down or up.
Except for that tiny matter of the pitch actually being well above the bottom of the strike zone, but, the box didn't work, so, yeah.
Yeah, that's 1 for 2 lifetime.
Fast forward to the 9th inning, and look at that, they fixed the strike zone box! So naturally, this ejection will have nothing to do with the box.
He swung, Doug Eddings said so, and Yelich can't believe it. Yelich is still at home plate. Well, they give him a lot of leeway there. And he's gone. He's been ejected from the game. Yelich ejected by Roberto Ortiz. He lingered a long time. Now he's littering the field. Yelich has been thrown out. He was given a long leash. And Craig Counsell. Well, Shelton has been ejected, and now Yelich for the Brewers by Ortiz.
And Vogelback rung up on a civil. Boy, yeah, that was
they had a beef.
That was close. That was really bad.
They had a genuine beef.
There is a bunch to dissect here. First, obviously, is the check swing call itself, which is, oh my. And second is, why is the plate umpire throwing out a player for a call made by the third base umpire? But of course, if the third base umpire were to eject, the complaint would be, why are the third base umpires ejecting from so far away?
Flipped the bat. He's fortunate that Eddings didn't throw him out.
Kudos to the Brewers broadcast, though. Either way, though, in the Dusty Baker ejection video, we talked about an example of an umpire, Ben May in that case, not engaging, not pursuing the player, or continuing to look at the player, etc. This is kind of the opposite.
Now, Ortiz gave him a little while to stand there, but after a while, you do have to move on.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just funny because he didn't say that when it was your guy who got tossed. Anyway, this was my favorite part of the entire sequence. Cue Christian Yelich.
That wasn't close. That was really bad.
Actually, no. I think this is my favorite part. If I had this Adonis sitting behind home plate, I'd probably be too distracted to call a check swing.
Doug Eddings said so, and Yelich can't believe it.
Jesus Christ. I never thought I would make this video. So you know how the Yankees are when they eat their filet mignons and Flo's filet or whatever from fucking Longhorn? No. This is the elitists versus the medalists. I mean, these guys could do whatever the fuck they want. And the Pirates and the Yankees, that's baseball. That's the Brits versus the fucking Scots. Back in the Scot War, when the Knights were fighting, you ever seen Braveheart? Well, I'm Mel Gibson. Aaron Judge and fucking Aaron Boone are the British. They don't give a fuck. They're stuck eating hardtack. Well, guess what, Aaron Judge? You're gonna enjoy that fucking home run that you hit to break the great Bambino. You know, Babe Herman Roof. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck. It's a fluke. You guys aren't winning this World Series this year. You're a fucking joke. Here comes the hate. You guys haven't won a World Series since 2009. 9! Nada! The fuck is that? You're spreading diarrhea all over the fucking field. Ever since you got Garrett Cole, was like... You went from going whoop to just falling off the grid in the playoffs. You went from A-Rod to just having a guy just beat you up in the dark alley. I know a nice Yankee fan when I see one. I think of Bob from work. I think of John from my work at Calamari's. I think of a bunch of my McDowell friends. I think of my coordinator. But you know, a mean Yankee fan is when I see a guy just wears the hat for show and the jersey for show because he likes it because the fucking logo looks cool. No! You don't like it because it looks cool. You like it because the Hammer, aka MC Hammer and fucking Fred Durst wore the hat. Hammer started the red hat first, not Fred Durst. I hate that fucking guy. I still listen to his music anyway. Because I don't decide to hate music until I fucking like it. You can't hate someone because they have a poor team. That's why I fucking hate rich teams. Rich teams that think they're not crazy. No, they're not crazy. That's what makes them crazy. Just like, what's his name from the comedian, Jim Jeffries said. People that don't know they're crazy, on real life, makes them crazy. That's what makes them crazy. But you know, the Yankees are just full of shit. They gotta keep spouting off the wheel. They gotta keep, making up shit. Making fun of Red Sox fan. Yeah, I love it. I would love to see a Red Sox fan. I'm sorry, not a Red Sox fan. I'd love to see a Yankee fan fight Bill Burr. I bet Bill Burr would win that fight, and I'm rooting for that guy. It's the Sox versus the Lonkeys. If you don't know what Lonky means, it means a guy takes a sharp, long knife, or butcher knife, or whatever you call it, or a shark, or a sharf, and you cut your fucking inside your brain, and I'm gonna eat your brain now. Because they're cannibalists. That's what Yankees are. They self-destruct, then they get hungry, they can't find food, then they eat their bodies to death. I mean, it's not like I'm full of shit saying that the Pirates do that. No, they have food. That's why the rich owner refuses to give it to them, because they say, "Oh, I'm going to give you cake as you starve." Well, guess what, Bob Nutty? You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's what Joe Paterno and George Steinbrenner regretted one time with Penn State and the New York Yankees. Hal Steinbrenner is suffering the same goddamn fate. Those hot dogs must be melting with joy, baby. This team is such a fucking disgrace. How are you guys winning 28 World Series titles and you expect me to fucking give a damn about your team? I'm sorry, 27. Here's the deal, or dealio. You can't make fun of the Detroit Red Wings, Montreal Canadiens, and the Boston Celtics. Even the St. Louis Cardinals, they're in your alley, or the Boston Red Sox. You can't make fun of those teams. They actually developed it. Hell, I'll put the Pirates up there. You can't make fun of a team because they're poor. You just can't. You can't fucking do that. Sorry, Cold Raven, and whoever the other Yankee fans are. You can't make fun of rich teams and the Red Sox. You know what I can make fun of? Fucking Al Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman! For taking the fucking calls and gotchas from us. Because you're so fucking pathetic. I hate that shit. I mean, who the fuck? You take Charlie Hayes. Oh, God, you're so special. Whoa. But compare that to Brian Hayes. People say, oh, he's a legend. He's hard. He's tough. Really? Look at the statistics. He didn't fucking score 3 home runs. He scored 5. I'm sorry, 13. He didn't score 13. Those 5 home runs. He's overrated. The guy I'm picking is Luis Ortiz and fucking Ronnie Cruz. Oh, I can't do it. I burn out the... I'm not doing that anymore. Anyway, back to the rant. So, you see Stinky Breath, aka the Yankee fan, just do this. Oh, how many runs do these have? Oh, how much titles do they have? You're a joke! You're a joke! Well, I think it's safe to say this. You're a whiner. You're a fucking dope! You're a fucking dope! Your name is Mud. Puddle of mud. You really think beating up the Pirates and the Red Sox is a good idea? just mad because the Cardinals, Pirates, and Red Sox have World Series titles. No, one more team I'll put up there, the Cincinnati Reds. And one more team that actually has more World Series titles. Boink! Cardinals. One team that deserves to win more is the Milwaukee Brewers. I disagree that the Cubs are overrated, but they are indeed the best team in the National League. They actually hold it together. They hold it up. They actually don't fuck up in important situations. There's no reason to make fun of the Pirates. Hodgepodge of nothingness. Are you for real? Fucking for real, Dennis Eckersley? Are you for real? Are you for real? Making fun of the Pirates? You're putting me to bed with cyanide. Now I got 7,000 grams of fentanyl putting down your throat. Comparing fentanyl to fucking cyanide, fentanyl is the most powerful at that magnitude. You look at the science. You can't dose science. You can't dodge science. That'd be like saying Dennis and Brian, whatever, all the Yankees and Red Sox saying about the Pirates and the Reds, saying it's like atomic chemistry. Science doesn't matter. Well, yeah, sometimes it doesn't, but it has fucking severe consequences. Anyway, rant over. We're going to get to the season review and then the epilogue in the same video. Part 4 of 4 is coming up.
Mitch Keller comes into the game again. You get to see his Pennsylvania. A lot of your numbers come up.
Tap to Yoshi Tsutsugo. 1 up and 1 down. Oh, struck him out looking. Got him with a breaking ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Goes with that slider right there.
That's Van Meter. And that's a good inning for Mitch Keller.
And they will face Luis Severino, making his 15th start of the year. 91 strikeouts in 78 innings. Opponents hitting just .206 against him.
Bounced up the middle for Hayes. And a line drive into the right center field gap. Hayes will take off. Rabello is going to hold him there. Into second base with a stand-up double goes Reynolds. Second and third, and nobody out.
Popped up. Torres gathering underneath it. Makes the catch. The runners have to stay put. Big out there. He got him. Vogelback knew it. Fastball right down the middle. And there are 2 away. Grounded to the right side. LeMahieu takes it himself. What a job from Severino. Second and third, nobody out, and neither run scores. And he drives this in the air to left field and deep. That's going to be over the head of Sawinski. 1 hop off the wall. Glaber will cruise into second with a leadoff double. Donaldson hits that hard into left field, a base hit. Torres is going to hold on at third.
Yes. 97. Necessarily a strikeout guy, and a ground ball. Second. There's 1. There's 2. How about it? The Pirates turn 2. Zip, zap, kazoo.
Hit hard left side, backhand Donaldson. The fire across in time to make the play. Very nicely done from Josh Donaldson to Rob Cruz. As that's grounded to second. Torres, 2 down. Fought off to Torres on 2 hops. The inning is over. A smooth one from Luis Severino. He gets 3 ground ball outs. We go to the third. As LeMahieu lines a single into center field. Judge fights that through the right side, a base hit. LeMahieu's going to stay put at second, but back-to-back singles.
Ground ball right side. Van Meter, glove to glove. There's one. There's two. Van Meter to Cruz to Tsutsugo. And another inning ends with a double play.
Pope to left. Gallo trots in. 1 out. Well, that was a filthy cutter that Hayes waves and misses at. 2 down, Meredith. Grounded to Torres. Nice play. Able to snare it and end the inning. 9 straight retired from Luis Severino. No score through 3. Inside, ball 4. So Gallo works a leadoff walk here in the 5th. Little hit and run here, and it works out as Gallo was taking off. Cruz was in between, and Kiner Falefa is on with a hit and run single. First and third, nobody out.
The only thing that will change is just by good performance.
Kiner Falefa gets in there to steal second. LeMahieu grounds it up the middle into center field, a base hit. 2 runs will score.
It's a 2-run single for DJ LeMahieu, and the Yankees have taken a 2-0 lead.
And what's the old saying they say? If you pull the infield in, your batting average goes up amazingly if you get it through, and that's the problem.
Donaldson lifts that in the air to left field and deep. Sawinski will watch it fly. Josh Donaldson breaking through. A solo shot, his 7th of the year, and the Yankee lead is 3-0.
Pitch to Gallo, in the air and deep to right center, gone! Way back there. Gallo and Donaldson go back to back, and the Yankees lead 4-0.
Back to the mound, Severino. It's dug up beautifully by LeMahieu for the first out. Popped up. Third base, Donaldson. 2 down. The 1-2. In the air to left field. Gallo drifts back, has room, inning over. 6 sparkling innings from Luis Severino. Yankees lead 4-0. Higashioka smashes one to center field. Reynolds will watch it go into the grass for Kyle Higashioka, his 5th of the year. The Yankees' 3rd of the night, and it's 5-0 Bombers.
Oh, great swing by Kyle.
Judge hammers that high, deep, and grand. Aaron Judge clears the bases with home run number 30.
And that was an absolute laser off the bat of Aaron Judge. 9-0 Yankees.
Favorite player. Love the Pirates, but I love Aaron Judge.
Fly ball. Center field. Will it be deep enough to score Hicks? Here he comes. The throw home is cut off. It's a sacrifice fly for Josh Donaldson, and the Yankees into double digits. It's a 10-0 lead. Hicks hitting from the right side against Van Meter, and you know what? I think it worked out for Aaron Hicks. That ball is gone. Second grand slam of the night for the Yankees. Hicks goes right on right, and he was right to do so. Now Stanton launches one. That ball is gone. It's a derby at PNC. Higashioka lines a base hit to center field. Yankees will go station to station. 8th hit of the inning. An RBI single for Higgy, and it's 16-0. The 1-2. He went around, ball game. Yankees salvage a split in Pittsburgh with an emphatic 16-0 win over the Pirates.
There's Charlie Hayes. Caught the final out of the 1996 World Series for the Yankees as their third baseman. He threw out the first pitch to his son, Brian Hayes. And that's a big moment, obviously, for the Hayes family. Well, Aaron Judge, all eyes on him as he comes out on the field with the Yankees. Nestor Cortez first out, and then Judge heads to right field. And he will be watched and scrutinized over this 6-game homestand, 2 against the Pirates and 4 against the Boston Red Sox as he tries to surpass Roger Maris's American League home run record of 61.
And there he is, Nestor Cortez. 26 start on the year. The numbers speak for themselves. They are outstanding. Where he really is a fastball pitcher, Michael, 44% of the time.
Castro, right side. Here comes Judge. Puts it away, and the Pirates go down in order. He's at 59 on the season, and now the next numbers are magic numbers. Number 60 was hit by Babe Ruth in 1927, and that was the year the Yankees went on to sweep the Pittsburgh Pirates in the World Series. And now Aaron Judge is going to go up against Luis Ortiz, a rookie for the Pirates and only his second big league start. Grounded softly up the middle. Castro's there, 1 away.
Well, 2 outs on 2 weekly hit ground balls. Torres at 245 and an 8-game hitting streak going, 21 home runs.
Thank you very much. Luis Ortiz passes the first test. 1, 2, 3, on to the second.
And everybody in left field standing up, getting ready.
Well, you can see the umpires got the special balls now, so everybody knows what's going on. When Aaron Judge comes up, special baseballs come out.
The Maris family is here. Roger Jr. and Kevin Maris, they are in attendance here at the ballpark. Ground ball at third. Hayes gets Judge, and Ortiz retires the Yankees in order 1, 2, 3. We're going to the 4th.
And now Cortez has to face Greg Allen. He switched to batting right with the bases loaded, 1 out.
High fly ball deep left. Going back, Cabrera. He's on the track. He's at the wall, and he makes the play. Castillo tags and scores. And the Pirates lead 1-0, but it could have been worse.
Well, you're telling me. I think if you saw Nestor's reaction, he thought he gave up a 4 spot easily. Will give up 1 for an out there. And again, I mean, Cabrera has shown that anywhere you put him, he's really not going to hurt you defensively.
And Oswaldo Cabrera leads off. Luis Ortiz has been nothing short of brilliant in the first 4 innings.
High drive. Right center field, Castillo back. He's on the track. He can't make the play. He and Reynolds collide. The ball caroms out toward right. And Cabrera is on third with what should be a triple, I guess. But anyway, he's on third base, nobody out.
Here is Harrison Bader, who now has a chance to knock in his first run as a Yank.
Yankees have the benefit of the infield in, and Harrison Bader takes advantage. His first Yankee hit, his first Yankee RBI, and it's a 1-1 game.
Well, Bader made a great adjustment there. They really wore him out with sliders his first time up. And he ends up getting that slider here, hooking it into the hole and tying this game up. And now he's on first base with an opportunity to show what he can do with his wheels.
So runner at second with 1 out. That's a go-ahead run. We're tied at 1. And here is Trevino.
Fly ball, shallow center, coming on. Reynolds slides and makes the play. No, he didn't, and the throw home is not in time. Bader read it beautifully. He knew the ball was going to drop, and it's 2-1 Yankees.
Oh, it's so good to see what speed can do. And you're right, Michael, he did read it. I mean, this ball bounced. He's off to the races. And the Yankees have stolen 2 runs this inning. It will put them ahead.
There's Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 against Ortiz. Crowd roaring in anticipation. They're chanting, "We want 60." Outside, and he takes his walk, and the crowd boos.
He wants to swing. He wants to hit a home run, but you know, if you do not get a pitch, you do what Aaron Judge did right there. You take your walk.
Oh, what a pick by Brian Hayes to first. Oh, my. What a play.
His dad's liking that one.
That might be a game saver. What a pick. 2-1 Yankees.
Yankees have a 2-1 lead, but the Pirates have the tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first.
Lou Trevino going after Jason DeLay. Line drive, left center field, base hit. Don't delay. Bring home the tying run. Cruz flying home. Jason DeLay with a huge 2-out, 2-run double to give the Pirates back the lead.
Now here's Harrison Bader with first and second and 1 out.
And that's through for a base hit. Donaldson scores. Here comes Cabrera. The throw is cut off. It's a 2-run single from Bader. What a Yankee debut. And the Yankees lead 4-3. So that loads the bases for Aaron Judge. When Babe Ruth hit his 60th home run after the game, he said, let's see some other player match that. Aaron Judge will try right now. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 away.
It's Reynolds to lead off. And it's a fly ball to right field. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming and anchor down. A no-doubter. A bomb in the Bronx for Reynolds.
Yeah, that one well up into that second deck.
Tied at 4. Number 24 for Reynolds. Infield at double play depth. Reynolds trying to deliver again. Ground ball and a base hit into left field. Pirates take a 5-4 lead. 4th straight hit for Brian Reynolds.
Here's the all-star right-hander Clay Holmes. And that's what they want him to do right now, is get a ground ball, get out of this inning. Rodolfo Castro, the hitter.
And a high fly ball to right field. Judge is back to the track. Near the wall. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. It's a Castro cannonball. A 3-run bomb. The Pirates take an 8-4 lead in the 8th.
For Aaron Judge, he's 0 for 3 with a walk, grounded to second, grounded to third, walked, and struck out. So Judge at 59, Babe Ruth is at 60. The first step on the road to history. 3 infielders on the left side for Judge, and here's the 3-1. Drilled deep to left field. There it goes, number 60. Slide over, Babe. You've got some company. Aaron James Judge has tied George Herman Babe Ruth with 60 home runs.
What a picture on that scoreboard as Aaron Judge is running around. It's on the big scoreboard, but superimposed is him right over the Babe with number 60.
It looks like he even has Maris's son impressed, and I don't know that I'd ever say this on the air, Michael. 60th home run of the year. Wow.
Absolutely incredible and magnificent, and he does it 95 years after Babe Ruth did it in 1927. And as I mentioned, when Ruth hit his 60th, he said 60. Count him, 60. Let's see someone match that. Someone just did. Rizzo's at third, Torres at second, Peraza is at first. Still nobody out, bottom of the 9th. And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
I tell you what, all of a sudden it's getting fun, and what a magical night this could become with one swing of the bat for the Yankees at this point.
That one's drilled to left field. Is it high enough? See ya! A walk-off grand slam, and the Yankees win. Judge hit 60, and the Yankees win in walk-off fashion.
Well, I don't know about the game, Michael, but the 9th inning was very entertaining. I'll tell you one thing. Usually it starts, as Coney says, with a simple hit. Well, how about a 60th home run to light up the dugout, and then a game-winning grand slam for a guy that you've got to get going in Big G.
If you left early tonight, I'm really sorry. You missed it.
Pat and Chase is presented by Roman, the official men's digital health clinic of Major League Baseball.
Well, this part's going to have no yelling in it. I balanced it out, surprisingly, I know. Normally to say that I'm very pissed off about the Pirates makes everything better. But you know, just proof in the pudding, I don't give a shit to where to start on this matter. There's really nothing to blame here, other than all people saying, "Oh, gee, Kelly, did Dan Kovacevic this. Oh, Ron Cook that. Idiot! They're just giving you their fucking opinion. Sorry. I said I wasn't gonna yell. This time, it's gonna be hard. I'm you know what? I'm gonna apologize and rephrase it this way. Dan Kovacevic this. Or Ron Cook that. Idiot. Idiot. There's a fair enough yell for you that's in a small manner. I watched his segment on the Pirates this morning, and what they did all this season is they basically punted the season. I feel like, in my opinion, here's my take. I think they're worrying about games other than their own. And those games that they were other than their own, they knew they were going to lose, and they answered the bell time and time again. I'm going to pull up the stats here. Hold on a second. I got the app, don't worry, I got it. MLB, the Pirates. See that? I had the app. I made it. The Pirates, it's going to be, when are we going to see Garrett Cole? Come on, is he hurt? Luis Severino versus Ronzi Contreras. That's a win for us. That's a must win. I don't care how good Luis Severino is. The Yankees are 89-58. That's a good record. And then there's the stink fist of the season. Pre-owned fee. Pre-owned fee to get wins. I'm going to spoil it. I'm going to rant one more time. I'm going to yell one more time. I'm sorry, not rant. Yell. Pre-owned fee. Sits a message sitting behind a paywall. A message that says on the paywall saying, "Give us money, god damn it! I beg you to come to the Pirates. They're good. Look at them on the field like." I'm sorry if I'm not showing the statistics, but there's really nothing to fucking show. They've been terrible. 1941 to start 2020. 2021, 61-101, 101 losses. Same fucking thing. And then this year, I bet it's going to be 106 losses and 56 wins. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to the worst team in the league. To you, and you. Fuck you, Pirates. That's what they... Wonder why I use that thumbnail all the time with the finger on it? I'll stop giving it. It's impolite and degenerate. Do you know why I use that? Because that's what the Pirates do. They give the middle finger. No. Get the fuck down. And then they lose. Because their team is so high, focused on high-end talent. I know I'm arrogant, but look, I wear O'Neal Cruz. See that? Every time that man's coming on the field to play offense, play defense, or special teams even, utility, you name it, you need to come out to PNC Park. Now here's my epilogue, which is going to be cross the epilogue. I'm going to call it the InfoWars parody of the season. It's short. And here's the Pirates are terrible. I'm a Yankee fan, and I know that this team is terrible. It's this three terror attacks across by Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton and Garrett Cole. And I'm like, yeah? Well, listen, I'm trying to tell you, war people, this isn't a game! This isn't a game! I'm going to try to do this in one take, but it's going to be hard not to laugh. This isn't a game. You're trying to tell me you can't stop freedom! Infowars.com! Infowars.com! You will not stop freedom! You will not stop the Republic! Freedom will justify the Republic. Go for 50 years, my say. 50 years, my say. You will not stop freedom. Freedom will not stop reverse. InfoWars.com. And to return the Republic and the Sentinels of the Federation. No doubt about it. Let's go. Get this fucking shit off my fucking face. I know I was yelling for 2 minutes straight. Maybe almost. But I was blue in the face when I went to whatever. Fuck the free world. Fuck the free world. Yeah! Really, fuck the free world if you're a Pirate fan. There's nothing that's gonna redeem about it if you're gonna be a season ticket holder. Nothing. If this video is not an hour long, well then, there's no footage to show, is there? How about that? Being a Pirate fan, you lose nothing but just lose hope. Oh yeah. It's like taking a dump and realize you have salmonella while you're sweating. And you just want to die, just to get it over with. Put the fork in yourself. This team's gonna make me want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings and just intentionally just put lactate colon blow in my fucking wing sauce and just blow up my stomach. I'm sorry. I literally think they put colon blow in my fucking sauce. Sauce doesn't make you throw up, or I didn't throw up, but it doesn't make you do that or just have diarrhea all night for 2 nights in a row. It doesn't do that. What it does do, just gives you a little bit of the farts. It shouldn't have to do that. That's how I thought that they put colon blow in it. Wanna know why? Watch Van Wilder. That one scene where he's... I'm not going to describe it. It's too much for me to just cross the bear. But this team is making one of shit in the fucking trash can. That's all I can say, man. This team is taking it back to 1998 to 99. Wasting Jason Schmidt. People call him Jason Shit. I call him Jason Stittle. Shit pipe. Because he always gets hammered by Dave Littlefield. He's a piece of shit. Dave Littlefield's no longer Dave Littlefield. He's Mitt Romney. He fires people way too fucking much. Anyway, I think this video has gone on way too long. Actually, no. I'm going to do more footage. I'm going to be wearing a different jersey. See ya. Ta-ta. It's going to be 12 parts to this. If you want me to keep going, here's some footage to just to prove my point.
Tommy Edman is ready. 9 stolen bases atop the Cardinals lineup.
Here's the next one for Tommy Edman. He swings, hits a ground ball, base hit to right center field. I commented last night, Danny, that I thought he hit better as a center fielder than he did as an infielder to start out.
So Edman on with a leadoff single, and here is Gorman.
The pitch on the way. Gorman hits a line drive into right center field. That ball gets down. It's going to the wall. Tommy Edman scores into second with an RBI double. Nolan Gorman, his first major league RBI. 1-0 Cardinals.
How's that for moving the runner over?
All he's been saying, he was saying Nolan Gorman or anybody in that spot, move the runner over, hit it to the right side.
1-2 on Yepez. And he swings through a high fastball, 2 down.
I think that's where Wilson's had a lot of success this year in the games where he's pitched well, is with the high fastball.
The ball probably jumps a little bit. Yeah, Steven Matz is one of those guys who's going to be on or off as you talk to Ollie Marmo, and it's really predicated on his fastball.
He threw 75 pitches. He allowed 1 home run, and he misses high for a ball, 2-2.
And, oh boy, Ollie Marmol and Adam Olson have just popped out of the Cardinals dugout, and they saw something in that last delivery of Steven Matz.
And the way Matz was kicking away at the dirt next to the rubber, that does not look good.
And Mike Maddox comes hustling out of the dugout as well.
We should say one thing I have not said is that Angel Rondon is now in the Cardinals bullpen. Matthew Liberatore, after his start yesterday, was sent out, and Steven Matz is coming out of this game.
Oh, my goodness. So 4 pitches. Matthew Liberatore, we should mention, is on his way to the airport, and he may have to turn around very quickly, as Steven Matz is going to exit, and the Cardinals already here in this bottom of the first are going to have to go to their bullpen.
Angel Rondon 3 years ago was the Cardinals minor league pitcher of the year. He's thrown all of 2 innings in Major League Baseball. That came last year, and it's his first trip to the mound this year. Now you pick up a 2-2 count on Hayes. Rondon gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's about as good as you can expect. A guy coming in like
one
that.
Pitch, one out.
One pitch and have a strikeout.
Kisner's first start of this series. He's played 22 games. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Following the 4-pitch walk, a 3-pitch strikeout.
Harrison Bader
to left field. That's a base hit for Bader. Sosa's around third, and the Cardinals have their second run.
Is that kind of what you were talking about with the throws, guy?
Yeah, he just didn't really have. I mean, I think that these guys can run. Sosa can run with those guys too. The sprint speed's up there, but it's almost like I don't know about this one as much, but the other two.
His pitch count is at 41 right now, and we're in the second. Edman swings, and it's a high fly ball. Right field. That's deep, way back, and off the wall. Around third, Dickerson. He's going to score. Right behind him, Bader. He's going to score. It's a double and 2 RBIs for Tommy Edman. 4-0 Cardinals in the second. And oh, the great speed of Harrison Bader made that so easy to get 2 runs instead of 1.
It's only 320 down the right field line, and that ball hit about 2/3 of the way up the Clemente wall, which is 21 feet high.
Gets on base, he drives in runs, and he can hit late in the count. This kid's unbelievable, I'm telling you.
Gorman again to right field. That gets him a single. Edman to third. Runners at the corners. What do you like so much about Gorman?
He just hits. I mean, he hits in spring training. Comes up here and he's hitting.
Nolan Arenado, runners at first and third, and the Cardinals lead 4-0. The pitch, a swing and a high fly ball. That goes down the right field line. Moving over, Castillo, he's under it, makes the catch. The Cardinals try to score. Here's the throw to the plate, and safe. The throw was up the line, caught by Heineman, tried to reach for the tag on Edman and couldn't tag him. 5-0 Cardinals. Arenado gets a sacrifice fly.
Wow, the Cardinals just stole one right there because that ball was caught almost in an area where the second baseman could have caught it.
The runners lead at first and second. The 3-2. A swing and a line drive right center field. That ball gets down in the gap, rolling out toward the warning track, and is picked up by Reynolds. 2-run score on the double by Brendan Donovan, and that closes the book on Tyler Beatty. And I smell the coffee brewing with the Cardinals leading 7-0.
Well, you smell the coffee brewing because we're playing morning baseball in Pittsburgh, and we've had to have some of it. But the Cardinals offense off to a great start.
And here is Rodolfo Castro. Tsutsugo at first base, a swing and a miss. An off-speed pitch fooled Castro, and he goes over to take a seat in the third base dugout. The second strikeout for reliever Rondon. Boy, you'd love to see Rondon come up, get settled in, and feel at home. He could be a big help to the bullpen right now. The 2 dads were their coaches growing up. Here's Nolan Arenado, breaks his bat, soft liner into left, drops in for a base hit, and a 2-out hit for Nolan Arenado. Shift on the left side for Juan Yepez.
Left side into left field, base hit for Yepez. Here comes Arenado, and he scores. No throw to the plate. 8-0 St. Louis.
The base is loaded after the walk to Sosa.
Big help.
And the 0-1 is a base hit into right field. 1 run in. Here comes another. And Corey Dickerson drives in 2. And the Cardinals add to their lead, and it's 10-0. St. Louis here at the top of the 4th. RBIs 8 and 9 for Corey Dickerson. Well, when these guys got to the ballpark today, they read the lineup card saying, let's go. And they're in there and producing up and down the lineup. And now it's Andrew Kisner's turn, and he'll have to face a different pitcher.
So if you get a chance to throw him out the plate, give it a good throw and get it in there.
Yeah, that's his livelihood, is this?
Yeah.
Ends up in center field. Sosa's around third. And it's an RBI single, 11-0. Hey, look who's pinch hitting, by the way.
Don't get hit by a fly ball from Albert.
And the 1-0 is hit out to deep left field. Will it stay fair? It is gone. 682. A long home run off the bat of Pujols down the left field line. He has owned the Pirates.
Here's Edmundo Sosa. Here's the next pitch, and that swung on, stroked into center field. That gets down for a hit. That's going to score. Nolan Gorman on to third base. Donovan, he'll stop there on a double by Sosa. Sosa pulls up at second with the third hit of the inning. And the Cardinals just keep adding on. It's a 13-0 game. Harrison Bader's in the batter's box, and we are going to resume play now with Van Meter on the mound, a runner at first, nobody out in the ninth. There's a swing and a long drive left field. Way back it might go. A home run for Bader. A 2-run shot for Harrison, his 4th home run of the year.
You ready for 683, John?
Could well be.
Oh, my Lord.
Uh-oh. Albert to left again.
He
didn't start, and he has 2 home runs.
I could see that coming.
He saw that little, I think about a 72 slider.
Don't
and
let
the
it.
look on his face was, okay, we'll get serious then.
Exactly what I was thinking. That's why he's smiling.
2,172 games, 8,376 plate appearances, and for the first time, Yadier Molina is on a major league mound.
And then you get Albert Pujols to warm you up. Look, there's his first pitch.
That might have been on purpose.
I don't know if he was loose yet. Looks like he's got turfs on still.
Just nothing.
Oh.
Right field. And gone. And dropped, but gone. Albert's like, dude,
Albert,
come on.
Well, he gave up a home run the other day, so I think the base hit the Van Meter hit was a slider. There's one.
Oh, there it is. There's the curveball.
Right center field, and Bader just couldn't make the catch. He wanted to take it from Molina. Instead, it's up and out of here. And Sawinski goes deep, and a little one as a prize.
And that is strike 3 call. Kluber staying at the top of the zone to get him. And a cut and a miss. He strikes out Chavis. 2 strikeouts in the inning. It's a 1-2-3 first. I think we'll be all right. There's a liner into right. Going to be a base hit for Taylor Walls. 1 hop to address the right fielder, and the Rays have a base runner. And a tap, fair ball back to third, backhanded by Park, but no place to go with it. Walls remains at second, and Arozarena has an infield hit.
You know, that's actually a really smart play by Hoy Park, because he was not going to be able to throw out Arozarena where he had to go and get this ball, and Taylor Walls was just waiting for him to throw to first. As soon as he would have released that ball, Walls would have walked to third. And so knowing he doesn't have a play, he's not going to concede the extra 90 feet. Now watch Walls. Okay, throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it.
Walls third base, Arozarena second. Into center field, Reynolds coming straight in. That's going to fall in front of him. 2 runs are going to score, and the Rays break out in front. Brujan drops it in front of Brian Reynolds, scoring Walls and Arozarena.
You got the slider here, and it's right off the end of the bat. I'm sure that fooled Brian Reynolds. Let's see his jump. Not the greatest of jumps, not the quickest. Trying to read that ball off the bat of Brujan. The trajectory and the swing tell you one thing. Where he hit the ball off the bat tells you something completely different. And Brujan was able to drop it in. As soon as the guy you get him on a couple of changeups. Okay, I can't let him get me with that. Well, now all of a sudden you come in with something hard. You come in with that cutter again. There's just so many different ways that he can go. He's going to stay away.
And he gets him on strikes, off speed again.
He's reading a hitter's swing. Well, I'm going to triple up on it. I'm just going to take it a little further off the plate.
Yep. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts again in the inning. Changeup got the left-handed hitter.
Ball right side up. Shallow right. Phillips hustling down the line, but safe call, but I think we might have this overturned. In fact, everybody's just kind of looking at the dugout like, go ahead, challenge it. Angel Hernandez called him safe. You're going to challenge it. Let's listen to Angel tell the folks here what's going to happen.
Just barely.
Phillips knows it. Like, let's not waste any more time. I'm out.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
After review, the call is overturned. The runner's out. Pittsburgh will retain their challenge.
2 perfect innings so far for Corey Kluber. And Diego Castillo, a right-handed batter.
Fly ball to left field. Enough. And how about the power of Diego Castillo? Goes deep again. That's his 7th of the season. Gets the Bucks on the board, and it's 2-1.
This pitch is off the plate inside, and just muscles it. Hands stay inside it. Kind of short little alligator arm type swing as that ball was running in on him, and plenty of room to spare. That's a nice looking swing. Again, that's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Hitting just 127 in these situations. He's second on that list. And a base hit to center field. Perez does not run well. Phillips throws to the plate way over the head of Mejia. And it's tied up as Brian Reynolds delivers with a man in scoring position. Maybe he did know something before the game. It's 2-2.
And I couldn't help but think as this ball gets to the center fielder, Phillips, and I'm thinking, oh no. I mean, he finally gets a hit with runner in scoring position. Like, he's not at third base yet.
Yeah.
You know, as this ball was coming out of Phillips' hand, I'm thinking, oh, a good throw's going to get him. That's going to be so frustrating if you're Brian Reynolds. The ball got to the plate in plenty of time, but it was 20 feet too high.
Cruz led off the ball game and struck out on 3 pitches. And pops this up to shallow left. And going to get a base hit out of it. And a bouncer. And heading to second base. And he'll be there with a double as a Rosarena. The big swing from Cruz. Comes in on it and plays it off the hop.
Ball was up in the air a little ways. We'll see what kind of jump we got out there in left field. Decent jump. He was just playing deep. And with that turf, that hop.
Just 69 miles an hour.
That's one where if you're in grass, the ball bounces and it just stays there. It doesn't even, like a pitching wedge.
Well, it was grounded out and struck out. Brubaker got him on 3 pitches, finished him with a curveball. A swing and miss in the second inning. This one is lined toward the corner. That's going to 2-hop the wall. Comes right back to Madrid. And into second, a stand-up double for Josh Lowe. Now the Rays have a scoring opportunity. Randy Rosarena, who's 2 for 2, with the chance to put the Rays on top. That's a base hit up the middle. Lowe broke back a step to see if that ball was going to get through. He's going to score, and by the time they get the ball back in, Rosarena winds up at second, so the Rays take the lead.
This is just what we were talking about. If you don't aggressively attack that baseball, and it looked like the Pirates were trying to, but the way that they were positioned from the get-go forced them to have to run an awful long way. And Randy Rosarena saying, you know what, I'm going to turn this thing into a double. And he absolutely did.
Figured it was worth the risk.
And he's taking off for third, and now Brubaker's throw is going to be in time, so says DJ Rayburn. They will not challenge, so it's a huge second out.
Yeah, he saw how far Hoy Park was off the line, so he's thinking, oh, I might be able to sneak over there. But Hoy Park was aware, so he gives us an out.
And now Sawinski. And he hits a drive to right. Jack Sawinski crushes one. Oh, baby. Was that fun to watch here at the Trop? The rookie, Jack Sawinski, clears the deck. That gives him a dozen homers. And the Pirates take the lead. 112 miles an hour off the bat. 443 feet. A jack.
I haven't seen a ball hit like that in a very, very long time. My goodness.
So I wonder what he is going to write after that last at-bat against Jalen Beeks. My goodness. But so curious to see...
Whoa! Did he make the catch? He made the catch.
Unbelievable.
He just hit a tape measure homer and had one of the top plays of the year. You got to be kidding me. Have an inning, Mr. Jack. What is happening?
That is something else.
Jack Sawinski.
That's a drive. High and deep to left, and Paredes has just hit another one. Home run number 10 on the year.
And he got a hanging slider. And that whole philosophy of getting the ball in the air. Watch the swing. That is a lit swing. Get me some air. And Paredes launches another one. Now you got a chance to tie this game up, at least. Chance to win it, too.
And a ground ball off the pitcher's glove. Aranda digging for first. He is safe. Bednar could not corral it quickly enough, and now the Rays have the bases loaded with 2 outs. Well, here we go. 2 walks and the infield hit on the comebacker to the mound that Bednar could not corral. So the bases are loaded in a 1-run game, and here's Isaac Paredes. And a liner in the right, a base hit. Here comes Joy. Bruin hits to the plate. Rays win it. What a finish. Paredes comes through, and the Rays swarm the field. They are walk-off winners 6-5.